Oop, does that shit work? Oh shit. How do we do all this? I've never streamed before. How do you link this? Let's see. Oop. I gotta whore myself out, post all this. How do you get a link for your stuff? Actually, no clue how this shit actually worked. Let's see here. I got it figured out so I could record and stream. About my voiceover in the VOD, I could have used that while a lot earlier. Hey, there it is. Alright, time to spam. Almost there. Ah, cool. I figured it out. I know what I'm doing. Ah, cool. Let's fucking get into it, dude. This whole game is completely free except the hibachi requirement for like the stage 5 boss. That's the only thing holding me back right now. That's messing me up. We just passed stage 5 like once and we're completely set. Until then though, we're eating shit to random things on stage 5. I've been like dreading stage 5 so much for doing in runs that I've been like, man, we just gotta see Hibachi once, and then Hibachi's fucking dead. I was doing like a Saidoujo Hibachi, who's been like my demon for forever. And then you swap over to this one, this is like the easiest Hibachi I've ever done. Like maybe Dodonpachi is easier. We're recording that? Yeah. Dodonpachi one's technically not Hibachi, but it basically is one. But that one doesn't have like a resource check. This one has a resource check, but it's the easiest resource check ever. Like if you make it to the Hibachi requirement, then you're set, you just do it and you're good. But the real problem is like the stage 5 boss, like right before it, is pretty resource intensive. I was just today messing with like getting enough bombs during that fight to like guarantee it, so no matter how many resources you go into like stage 5 boss with, you'll have enough to get through that while meeting like the life requirement, which is the biggest problem I've run into. Like stage 5 boss is like way harder than both the TLVs, like combined. Unless you're like not trying to hit a requirement. Ooh, almost missed the bees. I'm not sure specifically how many bees you need to go from normal route to the Ura one. But I just skipped ones in like 2 and 3. Just skip one of them there and then get every other bee. And it sets you up to be normal route for everything but the last stage. Which is so much easier if you're not on that route. We have to kill this boss at red gauge. If we don't have that maxed out all the way, then we kill our requirement. We have to hit that like Like, it can't just be, like, in the red, where the red's, like, glowing. It's gotta be that full max. We have to hit every single boss up until then, which is not bad, because a lot of the hard bosses that, like, actually build that up, you can just bomb. And as long as the bomb doesn't run out, then you hold the max rank instantly. This boss here, we don't even need to do that on this stage. We're skipping a B, like, right over there. So we stay on the bitch route. You don't get on the route. All the normal mid-bosses are so easy up until the final stage. So we just skip everything until the final one. And then you're completely good. I built way too much there. But this boss is still easy on red rank. You just stream and restream. We don't have to worry about rank too hard. And now we build it back down by doing shot. This shit took me so long to route for some reason. There's just so many threats on this part. So I just finally broke it down, and now just got a static route that makes it easier. Especially there's so many Bs that cancel. You have like so much room to get rid of everything on stream. Probably should kill the turrets first. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we have to hold the combo completely up until we get this B. That way we get max bombs. Okay, that's good. If you got full bombs and you pick up a bomb item, it extends your maximum. So all the stages up until the last one, we have to try reaching the very end at maximum bomb count so that we get it for higher. And then it's gonna make Hibachi easier. You just have more hypers to work with. But the issue is some of them's kind of sketch. Ooh. I have risk dying there. This is one of the more finicky ones to get red on because we're almost at max red. But this shit's scary, so we got a hyper. So we just cancel the hyper early and then just build red by not shooting the boss. Make things way nicer. Then, okay, yeah, we built it, so now you could go ahead and kill it. If you kill it right before that phase is mad hard. There's like a safe spot I gotta mess with. You just hang out up top, and it can't do shit to you, and you just build it, and build a bunch of gauge, but I can't figure out, like, how you set that up going through this route. It's kind of weird. This stage is a motherfucker. We have to do one hard section at the end without hypering. Otherwise, we can't get the max bomb. We need the, like, extra bomb stock or we're in a lot of trouble. Wait, you can get it, like, in stage 5, but that's even harder. I messed that up a bit. We have to pick up these Bs while they're flashing or while they're green. That way you get the hyper gauge. Oh, I really fucked the routing here. But this section's so freeform, you're good. It's only up until, like, here that shit's a real problem. These, like, side purple turrets, they're gonna be in the middle-ish here. We need to get rid of those right before these guys. Then we can sweep across. They have, like, 2 damage phases. You have to stick on them for both. Let's start streaming from here. That should be good. And we're set up here at low rank. So that's pretty good. And then we just keep shot and laser for a while. We only have to deal with low rank for up until closer to the end. We hit, like, the mid-boss. We're skipping a B under that laser. Pick up this one. Because we skipped that, we're not going to have Ura for this stage and the next one. Alright, should we macro this or kill it? Let's macro it. I guess we did accidentally kill it. It's, like, sketchy to kill it because the enemies still shoot you. They're like tanks, even when you cancel it. Well, we either use our hyper here and still can hit the, like, maximum because we're gonna have Bs to build up our gauge. But that means we have to, like, raw dodge the section after this big one, which is a real problem. This is, like, the most annoying part of the run. This one's really easy. We're gonna try not to build rank until here. We don't want as much rank as possible because this section's nasty and you need to Ah, we picked that up. Okay, we got enough. We'll pick up one more B later on. We just gotta make sure we snag that. Because we're gonna have to hyper at this part. We'll pick up a B like right at the end. We just gotta time it like mad good. And then we should be able to get the max bump, get like one more stock. I hypered early here, so it's gonna be extra hard. Let's go off the side. Alright, come on. There it is. Okay, we got it. Because we're max, we pick up a bomb, bam. Now we're at 5. We just need one more max bomb stock and we're good. This boss is not bad, but it's frustrating to do the hard parts of that stage and then die. You just hyper here. We're waiting for these certain pink bullets. You let go, it dies. This is about the safest point blank strat I've seen. It's just sitting here because you get a little bit right here. And we're gonna hyper on the 4th one. I think you build more gauge if you also hit the laser on the side, but it doesn't really matter here because you're gonna build a lot in the last phase. Let's like not get rammed. Okay, yeah, we should build that. Now we just have to kill the boss and we're good. I keep seeing strats where you like go off to the side and you don't damage the boss at all, kind of like right here. And you're kind of like milking points off the laser. But it gets really fucking close. The boss get into a hard pattern that's like not really dodgeable. I'm like, fuck it, we just kill it. We need like 5 times the amount of points to get like second extend. But you get them all in the next stage completely for free. And then stage 5 gives you a lot. Alright, let's not fuck up the routing. We actually need all the bees on this one. That's kind of sketchy to get that. I usually get that later. Let's stay here, wait for the helicopters, move. Laser 1, there's gonna be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That like accidentally deals with all the Zakos too, which is the real problem there. I made that way harder than it needed to be. This one's kind of sketchy, but the slowdown's so good. That one's so much easier on high rank. Like, you do it with no rank and you get no slowdown, so even though the bullets are so much less. Here the slowdown's huge, so you can't actually be hit by anything. You just chill in the lane and you're good. Alright, last tiers. We wait for 3rd wave. Now let's just hyper it out. We get here until like the very end. Will pop up and there'll be enemies, but there's no like Zakos on the side, so you just keep holding shot laser. Everything goes away. Like super free. Woo! We need a point blank bad. I always flip this somehow, even though this is the easiest mid boss. We just go opposite side of its arms. Okay. That's greedy, but we really need to kill that before the next phase. Next phase is fucking spooky. We need to start on the right side, so we just make a cut there. Oh, I fucked that up. We need to be here. Give room to go down for the helicopters. I keep going between 2 different strats to do this section. I think I like this one more. Ah, fuck. I guess next time we're doing the other strat. You either just do one long stream, but there's like... If you fuck up the kills on the enemies, then it gets sketchy. Here, we're gonna pop hyper. You do this without hyper, but you build it up anyway, and you don't need the hyper rank for later. Plus, especially here we died, so all the bullets go away. That's probably a mistake, actually. Now we should still hit max. We got all these bees, like, replenished. So as soon as hyper goes out, the hyper gauge is full, we go bomb, we get a bomb stock for later. Except we're completely fucked now, because, dying fucked up the scoring. We still build enough score on stage 5, but we actually have to survive all of stage 5 and the boss on the same life, or we don't hit the requirement. If If we get tagged anywhere, the run's dead. Then we just go back. Do the safer strat on the next one. I see here we got max, so now we're full. We don't have to worry about that anymore. This boss varies between being really easy and really annoying. Alright, let's make sure we kill the last. Now we're good. We leave that alive, so this just sits here for forever. Otherwise, it just goes into next phase immediately. We have to do like a hella long stream. Otherwise, you get walled on the blue waves. It's actually fucking spooky. And this one's fine, you just point blank. I always fuck this one up. We need the rank low. See, it's like, there we go, now it's lower. Even though she went the other way, we still get so much point blank here that she dies. Like, we just sneak through the satellite and we're good. Have we? No, we haven't bombed yet. I'm behind in damage like a lot, so we have to survive a bit. And then bomb, and then time a hyper before the red rank goes away. Otherwise the bomb fucks you over and it drops you to 0 rank. That's the worst. You bomb. You like bomb, it's about dead, and then right at the very end it snaps off, you lose all your rank, and then you've killed your entire requirement. So now we're in... We hit the extend actually, even with the like fuck up on that stage, which is pretty nice. This one, let's kill everything on the right, then get on the left so we stream the tanks. I always run into these things. We got air fast enough so we could just hold. Yeah, now we just live until we hyper. Don't even need to route this part. If we... I still don't know the best place to hyper, like if you want delay and do it. I think what you're supposed to do is build red, and then you just farm bombs off this, off these lasers, because you'll be in red rank, you build more hyper, you stockpile more, because we want to stockpile as many as possible. I got tech for the final boss to build a lot of gauge, so if we get to the final boss off like... Oh, where did our requirement go? Oh, that's not good. Okay, I don't have this boss planned, or the... This is the normal route boss, and not the Ura one. And we have to hit both Ura mid bosses. So that's gonna be a drain on the resource. We still can technically like, if we play like mad good on the second half, we could carry a couple hypers in, but it's pretty scary. Especially we probably have to... I'm gonna be aggressive since this run's like super dead anyway. Yeah, we probably have to use at least one. I think if you go this normal route, you're missing like 2 Bs on the sides. Yeah, there's usually like 2 Bs there. That's why you want Ura. That's like a completely free hyper recharge, like on these 2 corners. We don't have that, so we're at 3. So we're like completely fucked. So we're just gonna go through and make sure we have that tight, then second run. We want to stick here in the middle, we kill everything. We need the rank lower. Whoop. I need that green badly, we need so many hypers. There's one more up here, and we're gonna not hyper the next section because we're so desperate for hyper. I haven't figured out if I like hypering here or not, because the tanks are really annoying, or they're like this, where they're completely fine. I think you just want to not hyper there. Every time you can not hyper, you build so much, like save so much gauge for the actual problematic parts. You have to hyper like the whole second half of the stage. This part's fun. This is my favorite part of the whole stage. You just hug here. Don't have to worry about anything. All these just die on simple stream. Next section took me so fucking long to route a safety strat, because all the strats you look up online are awful. But I found you just get here and stream down, and we're waiting for the blue shots. If the blue shots come out before we're at the bottom, then we're on pace to kill the building. Otherwise, this section is like incredibly dodge intensive. Looking terrifying. Next one's gonna cost us 2 hypers. I don't think I know how to make it not. I should have died there. We need these green ones bad. Oh. And we need another hyper. Simplify this, because the tanks plus lasers are a problem. We want this green. Get off it. I have no clue how to do the normal mid-boss too. So we're just gonna blind it. We use 1 hyper on the normal, on the Ura boss. So we're gonna see how far that carries us here and just like raw dog it here. We might have to use 2. Nope, we're good. Yeah, that one's not bad at all, actually. It's really just that first one that's like a drain on resource and we get behind hyper. I think ideally we keep red rank here to build more gauge, because we're so low on hypers. But this shit's so hard we need 1. But the next one, if we dodge good, then we're fine. Alright, let's build off this building. Look how much that gets. Well, it's invincible. Alright, we're at 3. We really, really want to do this section without, so let's kill the enemies on the sides, give us as much room. Oh! Okay, we just have to live through this? Nah, we can't do that. If this lasts us to the next big enemy, that'd be sweet. Otherwise, we're so behind in hypers. I don't... Maybe we could kill it without a hyper? Let's see. Yeah, maybe that's doable. Yeah, that was fine. Now we just have to watch the tanks on the top left. All the buildings on the left we absolutely have to kill, but there's this Zaku on the right that are issue. This one we have to hyper for sure. We got 2. We're gonna get a bomb. You know, this might be doable. That would be fucking crazy. This might be doable with this resource count. Because we're gonna build 1 hyper vaguely soon. And then there's a bomb pickup. We have to do this boss. This like DOJ cannon though. Which is not gonna be easy. Let's just go slow. Now let's cut back. Woo! Alright. Okay, that was a big deal. That's 1 hyper saved. And this shit's easy. I should probably get the rank really low. Because, not get clipped in, like, this section. Okay, we actually have resources. If we, like, do this boss perfect, we can actually kill it. That's crazy. Look at this. We got... Wow, I don't know how we got this. Alright, let's focus up. 1, 2, 3, 4... I already fucked it. I think we have enough leeway though. Let's cancel this immediately. We need to build red very, very badly. We have to do sketchy things just so we can build more red. Let's try not damaging. Okay, we're gonna build it here. That's crazy. Look how much we built here. We get both the laser and this. Alright. Let's not get clipped somewhere. Woo. Come on, come on, come on. We actually have so many resources, we might actually hit it. Please don't clip me. I'm too bad at canceling the hyper there. Alright, we probably spend 1 here, and then maybe it carries over last phase. We just need to not get fucked over like that. We have 1 more. We could drop the hyper at any point to get through a hard part. Okay, we're good. We just have to... Okay, we can just blow hyper. We don't even need the laser here. We should be fine. Just get through this safely. Alright, let's hyper. Drop it, bomb. We should kill it. Oh my god! I think we can make it. I think we hit the requirement. What is it? I like pulled up a bunch of achievements. I don't know if that means we're good. For sure, we get... Did we hit? I think we hit red on everything. This is gonna be a first run, first clear on the Hibachi if we just kill it right now. Hibachi's like... The last boss was way harder than Hibachi. I'm just making sure we... The bees aren't a requirement at all. We only died once, we only used the 2 bombs on the boss. It's only if the red rank got fucked up. We need to actually live here for just a tiny bit. And then we get the bomb spamming the boss. Okay, good. Now we could just die and start spamming bombs. We need to wait there because there's a recharge. We get like 4 bombs back. So now we just go ahead. Right as these bullets pop, blue, we're good. I could have gotten more. Watch here. You sit in the middle there, you recharge everything. We're just gonna spend extra for safety killing the freaking turrets. Alright. Wait for him to move. Okay, we just need to live here. What are resources at? We got 4 lives, max bomb. We're like... If we don't fuck up bad right now, or accidentally run into Hibachi, I think this is a guaranteed clear. We have to not run into Taisa right here. Wait for the flaps to move. I think, ideally, we kill it in 2 bombs. Nah, we might... Let's not damage it. We need to have no rank here. Fuck! That's fine. We have to bomb right now because the safe spot up ahead doesn't work unless we're no rank. I don't think that impacts our damage too much. This is like a damage race to kill the first phase. As long as... maybe we sneak in a few of these. We just need to be fast as soon as the bullets go out. We didn't build much hyper there, but I want the damage. We have so many resources. Plus, we built the maximum stock of bombs. So, like, our resources are fine. It's just not, like, fucking up right now. Let's try to do this pretty good. Where's it get spawn? We need to cut back. There's always a clean way to get through here. That way was harder because it made it so you're forced to cut. Then we just safe spot for free. Woo! I don't know if this works on the other side. It just always works here. We need to not get clipped here. How much damage? Sweet, we're good. We even get some point blank at the start, maybe? Yeah. Okay, this is perfect run. 3 hypers in stock here, we're gonna do so much. We're gonna go up to start taking out the bullets above. I should have bombed first, actually. Reset it to no rank, because now I have to spend a lot of time in shot, which is not preferred. Whoop, that's an accidental bomb. I meant the hyper. Alright, let's just... Our hyper rank is only at like 1 right now, so we could spend a little bit of time in shot, and we cancel most of these. We just have to do slight dodges. Yeah, I think we just get this on next life. Woo! Yeah, this goes down for sure here. Our hyper rank's starting to get pretty high once we start like here. So what we do is we start... We'll just cancel that first one to establish this situation. And then we just last in hypers. And we get in enough damage before we have to hyper again, that by the time we drain resources, we're fine. Yeah, that was crazy. We got it first try. I'm telling you, fucking the stage 1 5 boss is so much harder than Hibachi. Hibachi just fucking dies, and then the stage 1 just immediately... The stage 1 just like... Now we're just gonna go again and just try not to fuck up. We died on stage 4 in the stupidest way. If I'm gonna make anything on this one, I don't really want it to be like... I mean, maybe that's good enough because it showed how... No, it didn't... We have the Europe stuff in We fucked up the Ura bad
No,
and like we fucked up the Ura stuff bad in stage 5. We fought the normal bosses. And the I've never seen the normal bosses before. So it's so much easier with the Ura ones. You spend less resources and you get more bees. So we're gonna go again and get like a way cleaner one. But we got the Hibachi clear with like 3 lives remaining, which is super funny. Got hella off route. I think like the big deciding thing is just like stage 1-5. If you build up like red gauge, can we skip this? Yeah. If we build up red gauge on the 1-5 transition, then it makes it go from like makes you go from like you have to be terrified of resources. Sure. Oh, wrong button. Goodbye, replay. I'm recording separate though. Alright, we need a new, better run. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, Remy. What I found is I get really stressed and mad if I'm just sitting here on my own. If you're just shooting the shit, you just then the only thing that remains is your muscle memory. Your muscle memory is playing unless you get like hella distracted. For some reason it's better. Like I was doing Shmup Slam and I was getting fucking annihilated by DOJ. Like all the way up until Shmup Slam, I was like clearing every single run. And then in Shmup Slam, like we no missed up until like the very end at like some stupid stuff. That was like totally fine. So it's really funny like when you don't care that much. Like you're not hyper stressed out about what's going on screen. Because you're just shooting the shit. Alright, let's do that again. I found out if you pick auto bomb, if you like in a 1.5, I don't know the penalty for picking auto bomb, but in this game you can't use your hypers as like see here the hypers, the bombs turn into hypers, and that's like critical for how this entire run functions. If you put auto bomb on, you can't do that. It's fucking impossible. I can't believe it. Alright, Alright, where did we fuck up on the last run that we could clean up, make look a bit nicer? I think if you focus these tanks first, it's like impossible in Black Label to accidentally get the Ura route. Like you have to be full red rank and full bomb, I think, or full hyper gauge and kill all the tanks at a time. So you're like guaranteed to get this like easy free mode boss, and shit just dies. You just tap. You just tap, it's dead. It's so much easier than the other one. Well, I was like new and trying the Ura route, and I was like new to shmups, was getting annihilated by a stage 1 mid boss. This one you just kinda, the only thing here is just forgetting the bees. I gotta be careful on the bees, even though we died last time, so maybe dying before stage 5 affects your Ura route. Because usually my deaths are on there. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. That's like a universal life thing. Ooh. Actually died for the very first time on this boss today. What's nice here is that if you just stay up top, you're completely fine. Like to dodge these, you have speed. But you can like just hold normal laser and you have enough speed. And like the shit that this shoots after is no problem, just as long as you're red, you're good. This runs like I don't know how to rank this game in difficulty. This game has been taking me longer to learn than fucking Ketsui. Not because of the game being hard, but because of the requirement being like that you can't fuck up at all. So it's in this weird territory where like now this game feels like stage like 1 to 4 you could just do. I always forget what the new route I do here is at. That's fine. We hold our shot laser for these guys, and we still check out our rank. It like barely goes. You just hold shot normally on these, and then at the end you cancel them with the shot laser. And like, look at our rank. Our rank's like nothing. We're not even gonna like shoot those. What's so nice about this run is you don't need like to score everywhere. Like you just score in stage 4. In stage 4 you want to be scoring anyway, because it's easier to live when you have both the damage and canceling everything. Alright, let's... I fucked up the route last time on here. Our like priority is kill the laser turrets, then you sweep everything. So we kill laser turrets. Oh, these guys are here, we sweep. Top priority is we always kill the big tank. But then once you don't got anything to do, you just sweep around, kill the laser turrets. I used to be so confused because so much shit happens here. But now it's like incredibly consistent, you just follow the same route. It's like reveal that. It's very important we don't, if we use our shot here and we don't laser, then there's a chance that your hyper at the top drops, you pick up the B, and then because you're in hyper, you don't build the bomb immediately. It goes from like 99% to 100%. That like really messes you up. I was running into that problem earlier, but you just make sure you're holding laser there. You're fine. Stream for 3. Whoop. Let's try not to... Yeah, this is fine. Your iframes on invincibility when you hyper a lot is so bad. I forgot to hold that. We gotta build more red because I forgot to cancel that. Let's just cancel this early. Start building red off the side. We need to get the max red here with no resources. Which is fine because this shit is so easy, but the final pattern's a bit... Woo! Okay, we almost killed it. We almost killed it too fast. What's our resources like here? We have... We're like about the... We're like slightly behind on hypers, but let's see. We like... Nah, we have enough bees. We have enough bees, it just automatically maxes out no matter what we do. Every time you pick up the green one, you're getting half a hyper, and they're always in pairs of like 2 or something. Alright, let's do the question mark route. We hold laser at the end there just to like cut out the last one so we can still sit there. Yeah, that one I messed up before, now it's good. Let's just wait till they're flashing. You get... I might have hit that one when it was orange and not flashing. Maybe we're behind in hyper. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter. There's a B we're gonna... Nah, the B we get up ahead's an orange one. Up here though we go red to kill these freaking pink turrets. They're annoying. Maybe we build extra gauge off that. If you just sweep from here, you kill the turrets in the back. Just as long as you're holding laser just fine. Alright, let's go here. I was had trouble memorizing this spot, but just remembering to go on those 2 sides where the monster spawners are. I don't even know if we... Like, we could be red here, but we could just not be just to avoid any random mistakes that happen. This one we can't pick up while it's green. Let's not fuck this up. We're gonna see if we have to macro the big enemy, or if we could just kill it. Let's just kill it. Yeah, I guess if you stream left with it, the tanks are gonna be going along with you, so you'll dodge those. Yeah, we got hyper here. We hit the maximum amount. This boss is really easy, except I always die on it. Ideally, you... Nah, even if you hyper up ahead, I think you fuck up your rank for your bomb stock. Maybe that becomes an issue. Alright, we have to... If we get past this, we're in such a good spot. Despite dying in the last run, I'm way more consistent at stage 4 than this one. This one's hard because there's just so many sources. Maybe we start from right, go left. Maybe that's... Yeah, it's way nicer. We just kill the turrets along. Give me orange. Did we kill you late? No, we're good. We need, though, to get to the left. Yeah, maybe this part's not as bad as I've been worrying about. I think it's because we kept the red rank low there. We didn't, like, hold shot laser the whole time. Now, how do we hit? We just need 1 green out of the 2 up ahead. Let's bait everything here, reveal those. Alright, please don't. No! That's so bad. I don't know if we fucked the... Alright, we're gonna find out in real time We'll find out in real time if that fucks the route for stage 5. Wow, look at that dodge. I don't know if you need, like, all the gems but a few. Or, not. All I know is that if I skip 1B on, like, this stage and the next one, then we hit the route, we hop onto that one for the last stage, which is so much better. Well, I mean, last run we cleared with the not route, so maybe it's fine. I always get worried the hyper runs out there. What sucks is you don't build your full hyper until you're out of the hyper. So even though we got every, you know, let's be aggressive. Let's build some. Yeah, look how much we built just hugging that. Now we're just streaming. We're good. Yo, what up, Bath? Yo, Bath, I've stolen all of your runs. I saw your Ibarra run, and I instantly became an Ibarra fan. I need to learn that shit. That shit looks fun. That game's been one that's been like, is this gonna be like as fucking complicated as Garega to figure out? But that one, at least for me, I just care about living. I don't really need the high score. Stuff like that, I freaking love. I look for like survival replays way more than I actually play games. Yeah, we do need that beat. I probably like look for replays on a like 20 times more than I'm actually playing shops. It's actually kind of a problem. I gotta remember to actually like play this shit. Alright, let's not get messed up here. Because we're high rank, we get the slowdown. That's fine. Makes it easier. I fucking die there when you're not. We want to build... I don't actually know what thresholds you need for a good score here, but we died in the last run, and still on the same stage built the second extend. That might be a problem. Yo, let me restart this. That's why you want to be... You need to be ahead of... like, as soon as you kill the left enemies, you gotta be up on the... right? Because usually that enemy's like completely free. But if you're fucking doing nothing, then that shit happens. Oh yeah, the fucking layout is incredible. I know somebody else too who was inspired by like that layout, who wants to mess with stuff like that. Yeah, like your singular video like changed my outlook on that game. Oh, that's super tight. And the layout's freaking incredible. I don't have the like PS4 port for Garega. I've been fucking with Garega. But I haven't put on the like rank stuff yet. And yeah. It's so hard to gauge if like by stage 5 you're like, are we good? And then you try to kill the carriers. And you're like, nope, my rank's fucked. I can't kill these things. Yeah, they're asking around for like, what ones of those are available. I'm like, yo, you gotta check out this Ibarra one. Shit's fucking tight. They like didn't know that one was a thing. Let's not forget the bees. I still don't know the fucking requirement for stage 5. I'm just picking up every bee that's not. Except for missing like a couple. Yeah, it's funny, before knowing anything about Ibarra, I was like, this is interesting in a way that Garega probably is, but like, whatever, I'll just play Black Label, because you get funny cave, like, items pop up on stream. And then I saw that and I'm like, you know what, this is so much cooler here than in Kuro. Yeah, I'll have to... Yeah, if they're still like messing around with that, I'll tell them to like hit you up. Those like... Yeah, any like stuff like that, there's a lot of people who are probably like me. Like, I don't talk anywhere. Like, I just kind of do my own thing, so you don't really hear like a voice like mine. But there's a lot of people like me who are extremely, extremely happy when somebody creates something like that you just don't hear from, who are like, oh, thank God, this shit is so tight. I think I'm at a point in this level where when I was very first learning this game off like 1.5, this is the game I rage quit on. Because you do stage 2, and you try to build hyper gauge at the end of the Ura tank, and then you'd not build up enough hyper, or you'd fuck up the score where you get like 8k hit count. And I'm like, you know what, Dodonpachi's too hard for me. I'm never gonna play these. And now we're close to beating all of them. I wanna do SDOJ so bad. I went here late. I want to do SDOJ so bad, but I want Hibachi and fucking... I could be wrong. I think Hibachi in that game is the hardest one. Ooh, no, we got it. We're good. So check out that max at the bottom. Now we pick up this bomb and get max times 2. That pops up the bomb count. I see a lot of survival runs. Because you're hypering so much, you're not getting to the boss with the full bomb stock. And then you're fighting Hibachi with like 4 or 5 bombs total for your hypers, and it's just so much harder to out-resource it. Especially like the stage... We might die. We're good. We got bad pattern. I forgot to let go again. Now we gotta be careful about red rank. Because we're gonna... Ooh, let's try not. Hey, now we could just kill it. I haven't tried not hypering there. Because it's just consistent to not die there while hypering. I have PTSD from first learning this game. And that pattern in 1.5 fucking annihilating me. I couldn't figure out how to dodge that one. Now you just kind of go in the lane. That's all you do. Oh, where are we? We're in stage 3. Where are the fuck up points here? Where did we die last time? I can't even remember. No, we died on stage 4 on the big enemy. We didn't move fast enough. Alright. We got full resources here because we didn't use that hyper. It doesn't matter, but now we don't have to think about it. We could pick up the bees while they're orange, like whenever we want. We don't even need to wait. Let's laser you, laser you. See, we could just pick them up. Clean up this section way easier. Now it's just this one singular big enemy. I don't think it matters if you up rank on that part or not. I even paused my rank there on accident. This part is so weird. The only consistent... Did we kill both on the right? I think we did. Wait for 2. Sweep by, cool, everything's dead. Now we just gotta get here. I still don't know the best way to do this, but whenever you cut at this point, you always have enough room. You have to watch for those turrets, because everything cancels, but you don't kill the turrets, so those bullets remain. But since that's the only thing there, it doesn't matter. Alright, we're skipping a bee. We're not going to fuck up the bees like last time. That's what we did on the last run. We fucked the bees. Should we kill the mid-boss or should we macro it? Let's see. Let's macro it. Never mind. Our damage is too good. This ship is too powerful. This ship is... I thought about messing with the other ships. Fucking C ship is miserable in C bomb. Like when you do your shot laser, your shots don't go straight. Or like your laser's just forward and that's it. Let's keep low rank as long as possible. A is interesting because A kills Hibachi fast, but the thing is Hibachi is fucking free in this mode. Like as long as you're not trying to no miss no bomb or anything, Hibachi is so easy in this mode. It's unbelievable. Fuck. Woo! I think we... Nah. Alright, let's check the situation here. If we kill the secret 1-up without hyper, we're back to normal. But because we had an unintended hyper here, this might work. We might have to hyper anyway. Let's try to game. Fuck. Alright, do we keep? Nah, we restart. We fucking... that might fuck with Ura route, and we already got a run in where we killed it. We already got a run where we killed Hibachi with the scuffed route, where we died in stage 4. So now we're just trying to, if we die in stage 5, I'd be fine with that. I just want one where we get the Ura. If you're playing for fucking survival and you don't give a shit about the EX bosses, you can like, you literally do this, and then any section with any possibility of dying, you hyper, and you have enough resources to hyper spam the whole game. It's crazy. It's so weird, the like difficulty difference when you go from like just trying to meet the requirement to not. Because otherwise, this game is so goddamn easy. Until you try to hit that, and then it becomes a real problem. Like, I think it's easier than 1.5 because you just hyper spam. Especially if you build... Like, it goes against your hyper spam. Dude, you're doing right in DX. That shit is... It happened on one Callus Cup, and I never ended up finishing it. I got to, like, 1-4. But I've been wanting to go back to that, but I get scared off by all of the... I get scared off by the second half of the game on Expert. I'm like, oh god, is this gonna be developing into something crazy? What is Lua Mame? I'm unfamiliar. Whoop. I don't know if the beat counts on this stage matter. I just make sure to pick up everything. Pick up everything except like a couple specific ones on the next stages. There's like, you get like the ×7 ×2 thing. I don't even know how that works. I think you get ×2 maybe if you're like, either you're at max bomb or you're at your hyper gauge is full. Because I know in the normal scoring in like 1.5, you want to be, like you actually cash in on your multiplier when you're at max hyper gauge. Whereas if you're not, then you're not actually getting any multiplier from your hit count. Maybe it's something like that, like you pick up a B in orange and your hyper's full, you get like double the hyper. The score is like irrelevant for... Oh, I see. Yeah, I can't imagine that kind of stuff. My extent of technical knowledge is I managed to find out how to hit the start stream button in OBS right now. That is the entirety. So like you doing stuff like that's pretty awesome. Alright. Yeah, I haven't died there before. That's what happens when... Here's the thing when you yap. What's nice about yapping is you just play and follow the exact route you practice. You don't like think about overthinking things and then get scared and make stupid decisions. The issue is you're not thinking. Yeah. So that's what we gotta do now. We gotta dodge the bullets. Okay, well, dude. Let's actually, we've run into the hole where we insta-killed Hibachi first run, and now we died on stage 2, as all things are meant to be. This is why I think talking over it's nice, because if you're alone and you die on stage 2, your like whole night's ruined. You're like, man, what the fuck? Here I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm just shooting things and then hitting the hyper button, and hopefully my rank's not too high. I gotta try and run not going for Hibachi at some point and just see to what extent hyper spam does. Cause like I like doing those videos where you're like beginner oriented, where they're just like survival based. And like, it's just, what's the maximum amount you can not die? And like, for absolute safety. But then I'm doing something like trying to hit a special requirement, which means that you have to dodge a lot of the spookier sections. That otherwise, like, if you're doing a normal run, you just hyper with no questions asked. So I never know how to feel about that. Like, I'm gonna do the SDOJ one eventually, but I'm trying to like hit the Hibachi requirement on that one. And if you don't want to hit the Hibachi requirement, you just fucking bomb everything. Like, there's so many places to bomb. But if you want to hit the Hibachi requirement, you literally have zero resource. Like, you have the planned hypers in specific instances at all times, and you do not bomb. Like, I don't even remember the requirement. It's similar to this, like you go on the bomb once or twice or something. Maybe it's better that way, because if you're like, if you follow a route on a run that's like no missing or something like that, then you can decide to follow it. And then if a particular section is giving you more trouble than like whatever replay you're trying to figure out is, then you just fill in the blanks with bombs. Like, I noticed that, like, I've been looking at Gunbird 2, and there's like a god replay with the Alucard that no miss, no bombs, both loops. And while, like, there's no fucking way I'm doing that, you... Oh, let's not die. Oh, like, you can just follow the route, and if anything is like something you can't do, or something like less consistent than what's shown on the replay, you just fill in the blank with bombs, because they're not using bombs, it's not required for the route. That's why I worry about in like ultimate survival runs where you're blowing like every resource. I found a Rob replay that plans every single bomb. Let's not forget you. Almost dropped that B. I don't know if that would have been an issue for later. But like, they use every single bomb up until the last life. But it makes the game so easy, maybe the trade-off's worth. Okay, we got the max, so we're gonna get the bomb extend here. Now we just need stage 3, stage 4. I can never get to the stage 5 one and still get the max bomb bonus unless you like suicide on purpose. Like on the DOJ cannon at the end of stage 5. Maybe that's what you do if like make stage 3 easier. I might not have hyper. Okay, we're good. Your hyper invuln runs out fast when your hyper rank drops. You're like canceling out of hypers. Ooh. I guess that shit just works. Now we could just kill the boss. Don't have to worry about trying to not damage the boss for red rank, and then you build to the... You get like the wrong amount of damage. You got dodge the hard pattern at max rank. Like that. There's a cool ass strat where they like hyper and then they sit on top of it, and you like... I think that's what you do if you're like actually playing this game for a score, because when you like sit on top of like a laser emitter, you build so much hit count, and you build, and if you're red, you build so much hyper, and you're sitting on it with laser. But that shit's too complicated when like we got here with max resources fine doing the baby route. Alright, we're gonna extra try not to get clipped by something stupid. We got complacent with how well the first run went. Whoop. You know what? We don't even need to wait for it to go flashing, since we're pretty good on hyper gauge. Do we? Alright, let's check our rank. I think we build... You use your shot and it plummets. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's... These two pink turrets are the... Okay, those are dead. Look how easy this shit is without those two pink turrets. Like, fucking everything gets deleted. You leave those alive and this section's so hard to live on. Alright, let's... I don't know how fast, if it's better to... Yeah, maybe waiting's better, but it makes that cut easier. It's not die to the turret. It's not die... Something I noticed in this game is your hitbox is small, and the bullets are small, and they're slow. But there's so much shit going on screen that stuff gets kind of flooded. I feel like it's way easier to get clipped in this game than something like DOJ, where it's like more straight up about the threat. Let's macro it. This is the first time allowed to macro it. It doesn't matter. I always die to this boss. The secret killer on that boss is the fucking double shot bullets. For some reason those are an issue. Now that Hyper's out, we just caught once and now we could just stream to the end. Once we see that arrow up top, then we're good. Or we're not good, we're good. Alright, so the section after this, we're trying not... Okay, now... we just really don't... We gotta pick up that B, actually. I fucked up. Luckily, because we still had Hyper to get, we could pick up that B while it's green. Makes that mistake less catastrophic. So let's see. We have to... Ooh, let's see if we get... If we don't Hyper here, then we fix everything. Now, let's try not to die. If we don't die in this section, you know what? Maybe this is a problem. Woo! I can't believe... Okay, we got it. We got the max bomb bonus. That shit was not routed at all. Let's just get clipped and die on this boss. Woo! I always die there for some reason. Shit's so easy. As soon as that opens up, that's like your key to Hyper here. We wait for these pink bullets, and shit just auto dies. How's our Hyper? Yeah, we build up enough for next stage. Especially, we're in red here. Look how fast our Hyper builds. Let's not get clipped here. I'm gonna be extra safe. Alright, look at that build up. Look at how much fucking gauge you get. You can even sit up there. You don't even have to dodge, but just dodge for safety. Let's get some Hyper. I think this is fine. Just to be scared of this, but I found you just look at the blue bullets. As long as you're ahead of the blue bullets, you're not running into the pink ones. If you focus on the pink ones, then it's an issue. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like DFK, like, I think they just stuff shit everywhere. Like, you fight something like the turtle in DOJ, and it's like a very straight-up threat. I think that's what they're trying to do. They always say, like, SDOJ, they're trying to go back to, like, pure shooting experience. So the SDOJ ones are more straightforward. Whew! Almost fucked that up. We gotta wait here to kill these three, then cut. Now we gotta start getting all the Bs, instead of dropping one on purpose. I used to be scared of this, but I found if you sit right here and wait for 3 to die, all the Zakos just die on their own. And you kill this before having to make too many issues. Alright, here's where we died before. We got these two things. These are so easy until you're in a run and random shit fucks you over. Alright, we just gotta make sure after this group here, we hard go to the right and not fuck up like that. We want to be slightly diagonal so we got more room. That way we only dodge like 2 blue bullets. Almost 3 blue bullets. And impossible. Let's wait for 1, 2 wave. We're gonna Hyper here. This is like a free Hyper. None of the Hyper rank is an issue on this stage. We don't ever have to like cancel shit. I could have keep holding red and we would build our combo more, but it doesn't matter. Let's just not do stupid shit. Let's make sure when these open, we missed some point blank damage. We gotta go after this pattern. We have to go up and point blank his ass. Ooh, almost went early. Okay, now we're good. The pattern right after that's really hard. We're gonna try, usually I just hold red here for combo, but I've been flubbing too many of these runs. Let's just not do stupid shit. Let's go left. We're giving ourselves some vertical room so we can hold down because we gotta wait to kill these guys. Alright, we're doing the last time we got clipped and something stupid here. I started too far to the left. Nah, we're good. We still killed the thing on the right and we'll kill this before any issues. And there's a natural gap between these guys before any issues happen. I found if you keep tapping here, you hold your red. Alright, we're gonna hyper once we reach this side. Because I always manage to fuck this up, and because there's like 4 Bs up ahead, we fill it up automatically. Let's just keep holding these Akos in the middle are the problem. Now I could kill you for free. Alright, let's pick up 1 when it's green, and then hyper and pick them up. Did we fuck that up? We're missing 1 hyper. Like, it doesn't matter, because we're gonna build it. We're gonna build it, like, at the end. As soon as this hyper runs out, now we're at max, and we don't need any more. Is that gonna create 1 less hyper for the next stage? Like, that's not too much of an issue. Let's not die to this again. Whoop. Now, we go right first for those tanks, and then the ones on the left. I don't know where those shots in the middle came from. Maybe I killed something wrong. I was really scared of doing this boss when I was practicing this. But hey, good to see you, Unreal. That black label's a lot of fun. I like this. I think I like this more than 1.5. And like, it's really interesting, like, survival-wise. And there's... I hyper too late. There's not too much on survival. Like, I found, for like survival for the Hibachi specifically, if you don't give a shit about Hibachi, let's go down, not get point blank. If you don't care about Hibachi, you have a lot more leeway in how you want to approach the stages. Alright. We pushed it off screen so it doesn't shoot. Almost got clipped there. Let's hyper once it's here. We can sneak by the satellites even if we don't do enough damage. Alright, we need to be in the middle right, middle left, just so we're hitting the boss, because this is a damage race. We want to get up as fast. These are so tiny. Let's wait. Bomb. Is that too late? Okay, that was good. That one's not as tight as the last one. You have to, so if your bomb runs out, you drop red gauge, and you need the full red for the Hibachi. So it instantly kills your whole run. But if you hyper right as the bomb runs out, then you retain it until your hyper then runs out. Then like, your hyper will drop your rank. So you do that shit at the end, just extending your invuln as long as possible to kill the boss. Okay, we actually got here on a good run. Let's try not to fuck it up. Let's see, did we miss any Bs? I don't think we missed any Bs. Let's not fuck up the start of this. We start right, now we go left. We go left so that all of these shots, let's not run into these. We have to build rank on this thing because we're not doing enough damage. That's not good. Luckily, since we haven't made mistakes so far, this hyper isn't damaging to us, really. There's a lot more things I fuck up, too. Do we need the hyper again? I haven't tried this. Usually we have, like, a prepared hyper. We might not need. Let's just survive. I guess that works. So now our hyper routing's fine, even though these spawn in the other side. Because you just cancel their bullets with the shot laser, you're fine. This is the boss we actually want because they're both really easy. And there's 2 hypers at the end of the elevator instead of 2 nothing. You get more Bs, that's why well, there's a lot of reasons all the scoring runs do Ura for the entire time. But for our purposes, we get an extra hyper and easier mid-bosses. We're gonna hyper here. Our hyper rank is not high enough that these bullets are an issue yet. I should have delayed, actually. You can delay killing this boss for a long time and save you a hyper here, because you just don't have enough room on this section to make it to the end without, like... Yeah. I thought about going for the dodge, but, like, fuck it. Since we came in here max lives, let's make sure these are green. Yeah, look, we got 5 hypers. We're in such a good situation. Let's start right. We want to huddle the middle here. Here's a part where we see if we get clipped by some stupid shit or not. Okay, we killed the tanks up top, so those didn't shoot. There's a ton of small things since the stages are so fucking chaotic in this game. There's like random enemies that are hard to know until like you've done it a lot. Like exact positionings of like stuff on this stage. Woo! I always worry about the tanks. I thought about routing a hyper there, but I got too scared of doing a stage 1-5 boss without enough meter. This section's fucking terrifying, but it always works and it's fun. So like I try not to stress during this one, because you need to get to these two turrets here, so you position here. As soon as you set this up, you like automatically kill everything before it shoots. And it's like really easy to just do that repeated motion. This here we wanna... Oh, that's not good. I accidentally bombed instead of hypered, which means we don't have any... Alright, how do we fix that for Hibachi? Huh. I think that might fuck us. Alright, so we have to hyper on the last boss. Our hyper rank goes if we die. Maybe we have to raw dodge the last pattern. Oh fuck, how do we solve that problem? That is actually like a run killing mistake right there. Because we don't have any bomb to guarantee red rank. I can't think of anything. Let's cancel hyper there. Dude, I can't believe I fat-fingered fucking bomb instead of hyper. 1, 2, now we move. This is why this boss is easy. If you hug the right side here, the left arm doesn't shoot. And now we just try to live. Let's stream to the right. Now our hyper rank's so high we have to cancel this immediately, but the pattern's over by then. So it's completely good. Ooh. And then easy stream is so much easier than DDP. Love this pattern in DDP, but it's nice it being like fucking brain dead in this one. Let's just drop rank here. Let's just do as best we can to not use hypers on this section. We're gonna need this for sure, but alright, let's... Nah, dude, we're so fucked. Yeah, we don't have any... Yeah. I would keep going there. Dying there is fine, but because of the bomb mistake, I don't have a way to hit max red rank for the final pattern of the boss. God, fucking, this is why it's so much nicer to do not fucking TLB requirements, man. You just play the game. Here it's like, we already killed it before, but our run like was super scuffed because we got the wrong routes. It might be interesting to look at that one anyway. Alright, Alright, what problems do we need to solve? Everything there was fine, except... I think we just retain the same... Yeah, I think we just run it back. God, and the next games I'm doing, we're not doing any fucking TLB requirements, man. I'm like, we already killed that shit, but all the requirements are so jacked. For the like sneaking an route there and everything, I'm not happy with that run. That like actually killed it. But maybe that one's fine, because when you're looking for like when you're looking for just a survival route or whatever, looking at ones that fuck up and recover, you could pick up shit out of. Because it's never fun if your run just dies the moment it goes off route. This run dies if you go off route, if you care about Hibachi, but I think most people don't give a shit about Hibachi. I'm contemplating, like SDOG, I've been trying to grind for Hibachi, but like, that shit's been such a problem to hit the requirements. I'm like, maybe we just do a normal ass run so we can enjoy the game. Alright, whoop. So real quick, since I've been going for a while, you see that red rank gauge at the top? We have to kill every single boss at maximum red, not even just red. It's gotta be that full bar has gotta be full. Which is fine for every single boss except the last one. Because the last pattern, you have to be hypering for safety. And when you hyper, you're dropping your rank in half. So you can't... You have to like drop it and then last a long time. And the final pattern's too like RNG heavy to guarantee that you could get there. So you have to have one of your 2 bombs routed for the last one. That's why we died in the last run, because we accidentally bombed. And so we didn't have a way to build red for that last fight. If you're playing normally, that shit don't matter. But that's like the only boss where you can't like build red on your own reliably. So it makes that a lot harder. Yeah, I don't think there are. The thing with SDOJ though is because you can't, your like hyper's hooked to your bomb, and the survival strats are so heavily routed with the hypers in mind. Like if you want Hibachi at like 0 rank, you have to hold hyper the whole game, and you do all the bosses without any bombs or like hyper. You need to hold like 10 the whole time and only use it in the last stage. If you're doing like the alternate like Asagami route, I got to this tank late, but this part's so freeform, that's fine. We just gotta go back and kill the laser turrets right now. If you do the Asagami one, that like it gets to Hibachi at 15 rank, which makes that fight way harder if you're not a wizard like that dude is. But it's so freaking consistent. But you also can't bomb because you're holding the hypers for specific parts. I'm like... I think after this one, I'm like, alright, we're doing a game where we could just bomb that shit. Yeah. I'm thinking about doing a Batsugun thing because a lot of new players have recommended Batsugun. It was my very first shmup. Shit's really easy to teach the route. Shit's really fun as a game. Let's get out immediately so we still have our hyper rank intact. And there's cool strats. I keep reading like I keep hearing people like struggling in Batsugun. They're like, fuck man, I got to the last boss, but like I didn't have enough bombs and the last boss is crazy. There's like some strats in Batsugun. Like there's a safe spot that cleans out the entire last boss. And it's super wide. It's not like a pixel safe spot. You literally like line it up with 6 pixels of leeway and it kills the whole last boss. There's a safe spot for the stage 4 boss that if you spend a couple bombs, you don't do a single dodge. There's a safe spot for the mid-turret section on stage 4. I went too fast, but that don't matter. Alright, let's get up and around. I made that tighter, but that shit's so slow, it doesn't matter. Woo! Let's laser this last one. Because we're on B ship, we can afford to like swing the other side, kills those Zakos. Alright, this route's getting scuffed, so we gotta lock back in and do things correctly. We've been fucking that up. Yeah, I already got a scuffed route. I want a clean one. I was listening to like Hidden Fortress. He talks a lot about like being self-conscious about the replays he uploads. I fucked up a little bit here, but we are fine. Woo! He talks about being like self-conscious about the like having like a perfect replay to show people. Like you don't want to show your replay where you like didn't dodge a single thing on the last boss and you just bomb. But like that worry makes the run last so much goddamn longer. Because you have to be perfect, and like the difference between being perfect and just clearing is so massive. Like I got my Katsui run like pretty fast actually. Like it took close to like 15 hours for my first Katsui run. Like I did that fairly late in my shmup journey, so I had some experience with that, and I've like fucked around with it before, so the numbers aren't right there. But getting like Katsui to the point where I could do the emote route took so fucking long. It doubled the amount of the game. We need to go. Yeah, that's fine. Because there's gaps there, we're completely fine. Let's get to the left. If we're on the left, we kill the turrets and this big guy. If I get a cancel now, everything's intact. I'm making two... What I worry about with getting like a perfect run for like... If I want to show off a cool route or something, is like you have shit like that happen where it's not too perfect. Like I had to make dodges there, and ideally in a position where you didn't have to make dodges. But fuck it, that's what happens in runs. That lined up perfect. I've never had the hyper like make that section easier. Yeah, dude, the multi-loop is fucking awesome. That game, like, you can engage in so many ways with that game. It's incredible. It reminds me of like Toho 8, where it's like the one downside of like most cave stuff is like you're just doing the game or not. It's like I either got my clear or I didn't, and maybe it's like okay, then we do score, maybe we'd no miss it, and those are like pretty good. But something like Batsugun's like, okay, we could one loop it, we could one loop it with score, we could two loop it, we could three loop it, we could four loop it, we could try to counter stop it, we could try to no miss loops. We could do so much different things. Alright, we built that. We should build enough hyper for the next one. And then it's like, you could do Batsugun normal mode. I actually did normal Batsugun because I didn't do my research and know how much special makes that shit much nicer. Not having the fat-ass hitbox. I don't think some of the special safe spots work in normal Batsugun. I gotta look that up. Woo. Okay, I actually fucked up this stage so many times before. But I think we're at a point where that was consistent. I still had to make dodges that second half. That's not good. It's not very clean. I feel much more on this one because something weird about playing this stage on... Since we need the score for both the extends, we're on red rank for a lot of it. But something about games that are like pretty specific on... Like if you say play like Mushi Ultra, you can't get away with stuff as much as like on normal. Because normal you can kind of like... you don't have to learn as much, so you don't learn as much. So you do have to do some like adaptive dodging because it's like you don't need to dissect every single section. When you're in a part like this where you do need to dissect every section, what's kind of what the fuck was that? The one nice thing about the like extra hard bits is because you spend so much time in them, like you don't fuck them up. Like, there's only one way to do it, and if you don't do it, you die. So it's like you just do it the one way. Where I've had, like, I've done runs where they're like, you don't really need a route, but if you don't need a route, then you're not familiar with, like, exactly the best places to be at all times. It's easy to fuck. Just some weird thing I've run into. Do we need the point blank them? We do. Now we're good. This second pattern's really hard to live on. I said all that about needing one route. I still don't remember what side I'm supposed to be on here. I think you cut to the right. Nope, you need to go to the left to clean out the turrets and make a cleaner spot for that. Alright, let's do the safe strat. We're just gonna tap. The only scary thing here is what happens here. You see how we didn't kill that one on the left? So we have to be aware of that and do... Okay, let's see. Maybe we... Okay, we're gonna drop... I don't know how we route this, since that was an unexpected hyper. I'm a little behind. We're gonna try not hypering. And then if... Yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. I actually added the hypers in there. I guess we could have done it. Ah, whatever. Just cash in. That's a guaranteed hyper. You get a hyper and a half just from those. If you need any extra buildup, you pick up 1 green bead, you hyper, you wait, and then you pick up 2. You pick up 1.5 hypers for free. These are... Here's why being in red all the time is nice. Like, even though there's more bullets on screen, this is like the one stage where it's so much easier to be red permanently because all the bullets die. Alright. All the Zakos are dead. I found the hold your chain here, you just keep holding. I got an achievement 7 times multiplier, I guess I haven't done that. Maybe that's something if you pick up like green, or I don't know how that shit works, something to do with the bees. Alright, let's be careful, we don't want to kill this left pod. If we leave that alive, we have time, because it's waiting for the pods to go away. If you kill him, it just goes next phase immediately. Ooh, we've done fucked that one up. It worked out though. Sometimes this fucks you and the stream is really tight because it gets really close to the waves. We just point blank this and we're fine. I almost died to the boss collision. Let's see if it decides to go with me. Nope. Ah, shit. I always hold red too long. We have to make this dodge extra hard. Alright, let's get enough point blank. We're gonna sneak past the satellite. The hyper plus this should be enough. Yeah, we're good. Woo! I was talking about the bomb, that we have 2 planned bombs to make sure. This pattern's hard, but if we bomb, we don't have to deal with it. But the bomb's gonna run out, so before it runs out, we hyper. But you have to hyper late enough, because your hyper invuln's not very long. Our hyper rank was so high. So you have to do as late as possible to not drop both the bomb and the hyper. You hold the red rank. Yeah, if you're forced to do the thing, you always gotta do the thing. For better or for worse. How is this run going? We made it here perfectly fine. That's actually a decent score for survival. Let's not fuck this part up. We need to kill... We need to get on the left here after killing everything but this big one to create a pathway to get up to here, because you need to point blank this immediately. If we can't afford high rank right now, it's too hard. So we had to do that with normal laser damage. Oh, let's build red actually real quick. And now hyper. Maybe we build red in time to like farm off these things. Because you build a lot more when you're point blanking. Nah, we couldn't get red in time. Doesn't matter though. Since we have a life of leeway, and we got that strat on the... Which way did we start on? Shit, we need to be on the other side. Thank God for bullet cancels or we're dead there. Okay, we hit Uro. We didn't fuck that up. I guess this is always consistent as long as you pick up the bees exactly like that. I don't know if it fucks with the routing. If this one looks terrifying, it's literally just streaming. I don't know if it fucks with the routing if you either die or don't hit like a red boss kill. Maybe it won't let you enter Ur again. Maybe you got no miss or something. I don't know how that shit works. Okay, ideally we only use 1 or 2 hypers here. We have to delay as long as possible. I need to kill the enemies in the middle, but we just cancel everything here. I think there's a chance you could have not used that hyper here if you routed that better. We have to pick up these bees for sure. What up, dude? We got a Hibachi clear with like a shit ton of lives remaining, but the actual like routing itself was scuffed. Like oh, that's not good. There's a chance to use that hyper routing I usually don't want to do. Now we especially need to make sure we get this red, or I mean that green one to build the hyper. This whole stage, like what makes the stage nasty is just it's a battle of attrition for hypers. Because you have to spend so many to safely not die. and juggling that with like your build up for the final boss in order to hit the requirements. So it's like I don't like I'm scared of everybody talks about the laser wheels, but for the most part the laser wheels are completely fine. Like as soon as you memo them, like they're not an issue in the slightest. The issue is like the second half of the stage and not like getting behind. Like you could do the whole stage fine, but if you fucked yourselves on hypers, then the last boss gets complicated to hit the Hibachi requirement. Alright, we need to stay. Did we do it too late? Oh fuck, we did it too late. We gotta just hope our shot clears the building. Yeah, we gotta spend a hyper. So like every hyper spent like that is one more complication for the 1-5 boss, which is already like really hard. This part, I think there's a way to use just, you know what, let's just get the greens. We need to, fuck, that's fine. If we get to the boss, not this upcoming one, let's cancel hyper for iframes, kills everything before they get shoot. Alright, we wait for 2. 1, 2, we move. We're gonna go extra early just for safety. We hug the right, so looks like a little bit. Woo! I think we have to do good here. We used our shot too much. Alright, now we got hyper and we're good. We just cancel that and this whole phase is dead. Alright, let's slowly tap. Shit should die. This shit's so much easier than the multi-route boss, which is why we do all that B work. Should we keep red here or not? I think we do, because these have fixed firing angles. It's so easy to manip them. We keep red for, I don't know, some amount of, oh fuck. Yeah, because I used the, that's why you gotta think about, I think because I used too many hypers, we didn't have enough leeway there. You could probably get through there just fine if you used shot and did that. But because we played dumb, now we gotta do extra good here. So we can't die one more time, and we need 3 hypers for the start of the boss. So we need to last with 3. Our last runs, we haven't had to hyper the DOJ cannon. If we don't hyper the DOJ cannon, maybe... Like, how many do we need? Oh, no! Alright. Alright, what do we need to do there? I think the replays just hold hard left even when you're killing the big enemy, because the turrets there are the real issue, and usually you, maybe the hyper rank's just too high. All right, we're doing one more attempt to get a clean run. Otherwise, I'm just saying fuck it. We got the first clear with the scuffed fucking multi bosses instead of this one. And then we call it, because man, it's funny how that works once you get the cheeky one. I'm just gonna finish off this run actually, just so like I need to see if we do the DOJ cannon. So you're supposed to hide here because the tanks shoot and there's buildings here, and then you stream down and go left. Ah, fuck it, I'm impatient as shit. We're running it back. We got one more attempt to get a Ura stage 5, otherwise I'm saying fucking it. We're just gonna be happy with our scuff ass Amote one. Dude, I went to Evo and tried this game for the first time, and I'm like, oh, it's DFK. Obviously you play C strong. That's what you do, right? That's what you do in 1.5. You do that shit in this game, and it turns it on second loop difficulty plus. Not good. I was playing that, I'm like, holy shit, what have I done? I've done something horribly wrong. That's why you see everybody playing bomb on this one, unless they're like doing super player challenge run or something, trying to kill like Zatsusa or whatever the fuck they're called. I think we ignore bees, you just laser these and they're fine. And you always have enough time for the bees. So For this game especially, it's not super... I couldn't find exact information on hitting the route exactly when you want to, if you want to get into it later. But what's been working out for this run is we pick up every single B on this stage. Every single B -1 on stage 2, 3. And then stage 4, you pick up every B, and it puts you on the final stage. And then you get the easier mid bosses. I don't know what else can affect it, but if that routing works, if you just stick to that routing, why is that X5? Maybe it has to do with picking green versus orange. If you just stick with that B routing, it always ends up giving you the bosses. But I suspect if your red is not full when you kill the bosses, or if you take a miss somewhere, maybe it like fucks with your transition, I don't know. Like if we did here without like killing it at full red, I don't know how hard it'd be to get back on route. Because of the information I found online, it's like you bomb, I mean not bomb. You like perfect B 2 stages in a row and then you're good. The weird thing is we perfect like stage 1, not perfect on stage 2, 3. You perfect stage 4 and then you get it, so maybe it's just like... It doesn't need to be sequential. I don't know. Like right here there's a B on the left, we're skipping that. So we get the easy ass bosses. I think that's how you're supposed to route it, you just swing hard right. We kill these with the rank increase, but because we hold shot for most of it, it goes all the way back down, you get the easy ass bullets. Now let's see, I found on the second pattern right here, it's like, I can't figure out if that's always exactly, it's relative to the player always, but sometimes I find like, some of them cross at the very last section, and it gets weird. Maybe you just go slow, and you're just completely fine. Let's kill turrets. Okay, reveal that B early, because why not? And then we naturally just run into these at good times. That's how you're actually supposed to do all the other runs. I forgot exactly. We're gonna get the max bomb stock extend here because our resources are intact. Just make sure we hold laser, hold laser. Now we instantly get the max without like blocking our hyper where it's stuck there. Pick up the bomb while we have full hyper gauge, or full bomb gauge. Get another free one. Whew. I think with that timing you always get that exact amount of point blank timing. I get worried about timing stuff because like the worst thing is getting clipped on a section where you thought you're completely fine, or like the route as you do things on a certain timing, but like you have to manually time it. Or just get a hyper here because I want to just have no fuss. We use the cancel early because we don't want that much damage. Alright, let's see. What's our... We need to build enough red without killing the boss. Okay, we hit it. So now we skip the hard phase. We don't have to dodge this any. And we're at full red. I was worried about if it's like full red or 99, but I found if you look up here, you see how it's like flashing the whole bar itself? That's how you know you hit that requirement. You don't see the flashing bar at the end and then you can no longer get Hibachi. Alright, what parts have we fucked up on stage 3? I think we fucked up the big turret sections, so let's focus up on that one. Ugh. Things get weird here. We had to do unnecessary dodges there. Let's make sure, remember, sweep the left there. That like reduces the amount of these Zakos. I didn't kill the turret with the shot cancel. Caused some issues, but that's fine. I think... please die. I think we build hyper in time because of this section. Let's Alright, let's kill these first and then start on the right. Those pink ones on the sides are the real bastards of this. Uh-oh, that's an issue. We didn't kill the second phase of that, so now we have to either hyper or cut around. I don't know why it stopped shooting. That was nice. We still have to hyper anyway, because I held the rank for too high, for too long. Alright, so what does that mean? I think we need to actually dodge the mid-boss now. I don't think we have enough hyper build-up to just skip it. We're not picking up that B, even though maybe we should have skipped this B and picked up that B while it was green, but I haven't practiced that, and you have to time it good. Woo! Oh, I think we kill you fine, yeah. This boss is so easy, but for some reason the dual blue bullets fucked me up so bad. I'm gonna just hard focus on the blue dual ones and not even worry about any of the other ones. Because the other ones are so easy to dodge. Yeah, that's fine, I don't know what I was thinking. I know when to stop streaming here on the hyper routing. Maybe let's just sweep one more time across so we start here. Okay, yeah, there's the pause. Now we get cut. Let's not build too much red so the section after this isn't a bastard. Let's start on the right so we reveal the B. Okay, good. We're not at a high rank. That makes the section unbelievably easier. And our hypers is perfect. We have exactly what we need. We've been skipping the hyper for this part coming up ahead. But because we managed to skip using the hyper on the mid boss, we could just do it here for free. That's like the easiest one up to get. You just have to not bomb it. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Alright, let's hold. Okay, we got the stocks. Everything's going good, I think. We're in a good position for next stage if we don't fuck this boss up. I held off the damage a bit because I've been cutting it close this stream on that. Here, we have a planned hyper. I probably should have died there. That's a mistake I've been making. I just follow the route, and I don't think when things change. Even though it's good to always be following exactly your route, because that's the thing you practice, you have to be ready to turn on your, to turn off your muscle memory and turn on your decision making when anything goes slightly off route. That's something I've always had a trouble with, where okay, if you ever route something tightly and then you're getting killed by things that otherwise you would never have been killed by, that are really easy, it's probably because you're just laser focused on the route and not thinking when things change. And if things go a little different and you're just still oh, I gotta go back to the route, that's how I'll live. The route's to not put you in a situation where you have to do spooky dodge. But if you already have to do a spooky dodge, getting back on's not gonna save you. You have to go back into decision-making mode for a split second and then get back on the route. You can't just try to magnetize back to it. I think I went, whatever. Got a lot of issues learning this one, exactly where all the placement is, but okay, yeah, we did need to pick that up. I thought I didn't for a sec. I went off route. Alright, we're back on it. Woo. The tanks on the bottom actually shoot so close. I didn't pre-laser this, so we gotta do dodges. Okay, we're good. We got lucky we got a big enough of a gap between the big ones and the tiny bullets. Let's make sure we don't fuck that up by now. That could have been bad. Because we're at max rank, the slowdown makes this so much easier than not max rank. Alright, let's just brain dead this. We're just gonna cement it in one direction. Now we hyper on third wave. I think we hypered early, which means we might have extra Zakos at the end, so maybe we don't hold red here. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I'm gonna actually not hold for this. Sometimes these get enormous waves in high red. We're gonna build hyper anyway here. Let's go early, not make any mistakes. We need to go to the right first. We go based off which arm's shooting where. Now, point blank his ass. We might have to dodge this for a bit. Okay, we're good. Alright, where do we start here? I always fucking forget where you want to start here. What? Ah, that's not good. So, we can fix the hyper routing by doing the next section without it, which is a bit scary, but we can just react hyper if we know we're in danger. Alright, let's get rid of all these. We're gonna stay high and then go down so that those helicopters on the left get auto-dodged. Well, we need to kill these first, then we can start streaming. I'm tapping shot along with it, so we keep our red, so we keep the score going. This is the score stage to hit the extends. Alright, what's our hyper at? Oh, maybe we do hyper here. We're actually in such a good resource position. Maybe it's because we stuck red that whole time it built it. This right here is hard because the tanks cut you. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so we need to make sure on these green ones, we pick up a green and then hyper and pick up. Was that correct? I think so. We get max. We don't have to hyper for the end. We don't have to use any more hypers. Because that's stacked, we're good. Our score's pretty low, but if we kill the last boss, then we hit it immediately. Plus, last stage will just accidentally get you a shit ton of score. We go right first, left for the tanks. These just die before they could do anything. We hold in the middle for this bomb. Make our chain not drain all the way. I think you get a lot of score once you've hit 5-digit. Now, let's not fuck this up. We're in a good spot. Hey, what up, dude? Dude, we got the Hibachi clear first try on the most scuffed run I've ever done. Doing like, I got the wrong route, so I didn't know how to do the bosses. And that was the run that killed Hibachi. And then ever since then, fucking every single run we've done has been getting fucked over by silly mistakes. I'm like, man, why is the scuffed run always gotta be the one? Oh, we got lucky here. We both got low rank and we could damage the boss. Sometimes she goes left and right. Causes so many fucking problems. We're still gonna hyper anyway, because you don't actually need hyper to kill her in time. But it doesn't really matter, and we just want to guarantee it. So like, Hibachi in this game is actually completely free. But it's just getting to Hibachi that's a problem, because the requirements are fucked up. Like right here, we have to right before bomb runs out, then hyper before hyper invuln runs out. So all this red rank bullshit doesn't fuck us over. There's like, the last boss is so fucked on resources, so you can get like red. That like, it's so funny. Like, you reach the TLB, like you kill the stage 1-5 boss, and it's like, oh shit, we gotta fight the TLB now. And they're so free. They're so free. It's just, as soon as you make it to Hibachi, you're like, oh thank god we've cleared the run. But everything up until then, all the like stupid shit, like random asshole tank on stage 3, or like first pattern of stage 5 final boss, infinitely harder than Hibachi. It's so funny how that works. Oh god, we didn't kill it. We have to hyper here because we had all of our space cut off. We have to hyper here anyway to kill the big tank. But the issue is it's shit's gonna run out, and we'll have to do the last section without, or we hyper. We're routed in a way. Maybe we hold normal laser for now. Let's just hyper for safety. Fuck it. We've had so many stupid ass deaths on our clean ass runs. Let's just be safe. Fucking this shit's supposed to be a survival run. Let's make this shit easy. I think if we don't fuck up somewhere and we use our resources, we can still die. Have resources for the last boss, because you build a lot of hypers off like 1-5, the like second hit, the second pattern. That like relieved a lot of worries I have about having enough resources. But like, if you get clipped somewhere here and die to something stupid with all your hypers, the run is so fucked. It's so fucked because you gotta do the last boss like a god. I'm gonna try this. That's the shit I'm talking about. All right, we're gonna do a new strat. I just made this up like 10 minutes before stream. We are just not gonna kill this shit till late. I don't know if that affects anything, but it makes it so we don't have to hyper in this section. Now that we died... Oh, we got a hyper anyway. We picked up the buff. Alright. This is gonna be... We gotta be a hero now. We don't have any room for any more fuck-ups. I'm just gonna play it out regardless if we, like, fuck up the Hibachi requirement. But, until then, let's make this shit happen. I was so scared of these laser wheels when learning the game, but then it turns out, like... Once you know what to do, this shit's free. Except for, like, these tanks here are kind of dickheads. But it's not too bad. The actual asshole sections of the stage are, like... in these sections where we pop Zakos in. You have, like, environment in the way. Or any section that's gonna require a hyper for safety. This section's fucking tight. This might be my favorite part of the game, this one here, just because it's like honest, not stressful dodging. I have to hyper. Let's see what that fucks up. At least it makes this part easier. Our hyper rank is way higher than it should be, but because your hyper rank doesn't actually go up that high, maybe it's already maxed. I didn't get here fast, but maybe we're good. We gotta go slow. We gotta go slow as fuck if we want to save a hyper. We gotta wait for the blue bullets. As soon as those are in, we're in line to kill the building. That building's the motherfucker. Like, it's so hard to kill the building and the enemies on the right. Alright, we have to spend 2 hypers here, but our resources are good. Let's just spend them. Let's try not to rise the rank. If we pick up the greens here... Did we pick it up? I think we did. Let's hyper again. Almost point blank the fucking emitter. Let's cancel out. That's not good. Let's not get rammed. You can actually go straight up and they'll stop shooting in time. This boss is way easier on the right side. Just wait for 2. Wait for 2. If we hug the right, then only one of these arms shoot, the pattern becomes brain dead. Okay, we gotta perform on this part. Maybe we stream left. Okay, now we're set. We just have to cancel this immediately. Our rank is so fucking high that we don't have any iframes on hyper, really. The hyper rank's different from the red rank, by the way. Like, every hyper you use in a stage is adding to the rank. It makes it harder and harder to kill bullets. And harder, like, to cancel them with your shot. And it decreases your hyper by so much. I think we could do it. Let's just not fucking run into something while we're in hyper. I think that's the biggest way I've been fucking up. Okay, we got enough of a hyper recharge while the enemy was invuln. If things go absolutely flawlessly, let's just try not to build rank. We only want to... Okay, we didn't kill that. Yeah, we just gotta use it. Yeah, this run is not safe at all. So we have to use at least 2 more hypers guaranteed for the next 2 sections. Like, maybe if I... Like, maybe if we channel a super player energy, we dodge this without any problems. I guess that works. But I don't know how to do this, initialize this part without hypers. This is where we dropped the run on the last time because I didn't hug the left side. Since we're hyper in here, it just makes that safe. Make that fine. Okay, where's our... We have 3 hypers in stock, about to get 1 more. Okay, here's where we died. We didn't hug this. We want to hug this so all the shit fucking dies. This section is so easy once the left buildings are dead. And this... Why is this enemy not dying? I think it stopped outside of laser range. Woo, almost ran into that. While we are canceling bullets, our rank is so high. Okay, we just gotta kill the DOJ cannon without... Like, maybe we can hyper it. I think we're good. This might be the run. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try dodging this. Let's just be safe. It's gonna also make this next section easy. I always forget, though, after our hyper runs out, which side do they start on, right or left? Let's sit middle. Where do they come from? Okay, we just need to be on one side, so we stream all these for free. We have enough room. Oh, I need to pick up that one first. Oh, fuck, we have to do this fucking flawlessly. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got scared, but here's what we do. This is a planned hyper. We're gonna lean towards shot. God, we gotta... Dude, I fucking hate this boss, and we have to perform. Oh god. This isn't good. This is like the hardest pattern of the loop. We don't have any... Okay, we got one more cancel to buy us time. Woo! Okay, wait, it's not over yet. Build red. Okay, I think we built enough red for the resources. We might be fine. We have to be baller though. Oh, I fucked up. Alright, we restabilized. The pink bullets shot not in a bad position when I like really fucked it up. We hyper here when we're about to be hit. You shot. We don't want... We have no hyper invuln. Please don't get fucked over by this part. That's all. That's the only thing that'll kill this. You often... Yes! Okay, okay, we got 3. We're good. We're good. We're good. We just hyper when we're in danger. We're just sticking with fucking... What the fuck is this, man? Get the fuck out of here! Okay, let's hyper while everything's not scary. We need to cancel hyper to not drop rank. Come on! We got it! We got it! We're in Hibachi, dude! We're in Hibachi! Okay, so start of Daifukkatsu. We have to survive for some time. Because there's a bomb refill on the first pattern. But if we die right away and then start bombing... I don't know the exact timing. We're just gonna stay at the bottom, die, start bombing, and we have enough bombs to recharge. The reason why this first EX boss is so goddamn easy is because in the very first phase, they give you 4 to 5 bombs for free. Hey, thanks, dude. We've cleared Hibachi once, but it was extremely scuffed run, so we tried to make a cleaner run. And we've been dying all day, but we finally hit Hibachi again. We made the requirements. We have a ton of resources, but the conundrum is we need to survive for a little bit. Just so like we line up good with the when we get the bomb recharge. So like we die here, but check this shit out. Now we bomb. Alright, what's the next thing we gotta do? What do we gotta do? Oh, we'll just bomb again. Oh, bullets are popping out. We bomb again! Oh, but why are you doing this? Why would you do this? You're losing all your bombs for the hard part. Look at this. I even fucked it up. We should have built one more bomb. But it doesn't matter. All these enemies count as point blanking them with your laser. You get aura for all of them. I almost died to those motherfuckers coming in from off screen. Woo! I'd bomb for safety. You need to move right as he does. We have to survive this as long as possible. Which is not too hard because of the slowdown. And if you do it in here, I did all my practice in like RetroArch, but there's some like scuff shit with your inputs during the slow motion parts. Let's just bomb for safety. We have so many resources we can afford. Let's wait for the boss to start showing its head up top. Now, let's try to live for a little bit. Bomb. We need this bomb to go, run out, so that our rank drops to not red, and then we kill it. Woo! Do you see that fucking bullet there? That should have killed us. Now that we did this, if you're at no rank, we saved the bomb there because you have to bomb Hibachi right away, fucking up your damage. But because we bombed and then killed it, we get the safe spot. I don't know if flashing your like shot laser helps here or not. I don't know if you need to like collide it. We wait till everything despawns, we point blank. Uh-oh. I fucked up bad. So here's the issue with what I just did. We dropped our hyper ranks now at 1. So we have some real complications with the start of the final pattern. I think if we suicide, we're fine. Let's get point blank damage in. Let's see which side. Okay, we got the easy side. We just go up and we get an automatic dodge on that. Okay. So because we died there, it's not so bad in way of a hyper rank for the last pattern. Because now we're at 0 hyper rank, which means we can cancel the last pattern. The issue here is we don't have damage on the boss now. This pattern drains a shit ton of resources from you. Let's get as much as we can, and now we have to bomb spam the fuck out of it. We want to live as long as possible. and then bomb. Now things get complicated. We need to live and then bomb. This is gonna get pretty tight. This might be a really cool run if this works. Alright, let's see. We maybe use like... We want 1 or 2 more bombs. Yeah, 1 bomb will be good, because it resets the pattern here. Alright, what do... Our hyper rank 0, so... Okay, let's do this. Let's point blank right away. Wait for the full flash, and then we go down. We need as much damage as possible before things get scary. We hyper move up, so we cancel the bullets later. And now we... this is not what I want. You have to juggle your shot and your laser, because you're just plain shot cancels more. Alright, what should we do here? Fuck it, we hyper again. I'm not gonna do like any bomb shit to delay or reset it. Because our hyper rank's down, we actually have to do dodges, but it's still at a point where like, that was mad good. That probably recovered all the mistakes we had here. Now we're at a hyper rank where I don't think we could cancel, so we just have to live, and we're about to be hit. You drop the hyper and then immediately pop hyper again. This gives you room to be able to hyper the boss for just enough to like get some out of your hyper. So like, we're gonna reset the situation so we're no rank. Now we dodge for as long as we can. We pop hyper, instantly do it, so the boss inbone goes down. And then we just do this over and over and we're good. God, both of these runs are fucking scuffed as hell, man. But we take it. We'll take a clear. That's actually like getting point blanked with, or getting like collision with two lives with full bombs and still killing the boss is pretty funny. That's pretty amusing. That shows like if you don't, there's strats where you hyper the boss, like you hyper Hibachi during the first phase to guarantee you kill it. Before you had that part where we had to blow a bunch of bombs, I fucking threw away a life. But if you do that, your hyper rank's down. Like maybe you fix that with like a suicide or bomb early on. But it fucks with your hyper rank. If you just pull your hyper rank to 0, then you... Like, I didn't even do it very good. Like, if you optimize it, you can hold laser and shot for the entirety of the first hyper, no interrupt, and you can almost do that with the second hyper. You can, like, do it on, like, 4 hypers and kill the boss. Like, like point blank, then the first 2 just instantly fuck it up. And then, the third one, you get enough damage in that, like, the rest you just kill that shit. Oh, thanks for the GGs, everybody. I haven't streamed before. We did, like, Shmup Slam, which got me enough confidence to, like, want to try to do this. Hopefully, voice isn't, like, annoying as shit. But, like, we got a... That's an interesting set of runs, dude. Zatsu's man. Dude, that shit's fucking nuts. That's actual TLV. This is, like, Baby's first TLV. Because we died twice with full resources and we still had resources. Fucking just beating, just once you see in the game with strong ships, fucking nuts. That shit is fucking crazy. And all the replays do that shit while also scoring, so they're all red rank. We made the game like baby easy just to try to hit Hibachi consistently. And we still like dropped a few runs to hit Hibachi. Whoa. But now this is over. Dude, I've been wanting to move on to a different game. What the fuck do we do next, though? I want to do a video on Batsugun just because I fucking love that game, and that's one of the, like, there's commentaries for it, so that's pretty cool, but I want to do, like, a full deep dive for, like, brand new person. Because that was my very first clear that got me the confidence to try 1cc's at all. And I feel like there's survival strats people don't know about in that one that might help out. Oh, where'd the end go? Wow, that score is really low. That don't matter though, the scoring extends like 500k. You just hit 500k and you're good. Sure, why not? Maybe if the recording fucked up, that's good. So for next games, I keep juggling. I really want to do... Maybe I'll just do SDOJ. Cover multiple loops. I might just do single one, because if I do multi-loops, I want to do the full thing. I would do like for all survival, not like milk Jupiter over and over again. But that's like that might take a bit, and like the video would be mad long because I'd be pausing for forever on a 1 hour run. That should take forever. I might just cover first loop for like beginners, and that would be like really fast to do, and I could move on to like. I think I want to do Akai Katana Shin because I saw a run that has like the most beautiful survival routing I've ever seen on that. And I found a Galuda 2 run that has the actual most beautiful survival routing I've ever seen. And it's fucking glorious. I want to do it on that so bad. And then I've been like slowly grinding Hibachi for SDOJ, but that shit's not happening. That shit is so goddamn hard. This game, like Hibachi, you have to dodge like 1 pattern. SDOJ Hibachi, you have to dodge 6 mad fucking difficult patterns. And I'm like, I just can't get a run that can do it. My best is I got to the final boss at like 20%, which sounds like right there, but that's like an entire life bar and bomb resource because of the way the final pattern works. Like you cannot dodge the final pattern. You have to resource it. And then the part you can dodge, you have to be a gamer on and get lucky and maybe like drop the rank down. So it's like, I might just give up and just do Hibachi with no, just do for the clear. Just say fuck it, because going for TLVs is so stressful as fuck. But I got so much. Dude, I started like, so I'm turbo obsessed with engineered survival routes. I wonder if I could even show this. I've started making a Google Doc on survival games that like I might be interested in. I've been like hunting around for survival runs for forever. And so I'm like, you know, I'll just toss these in a Google Doc, and then whenever I want to like learn a new game, I'll just go down the list. Let's see if I can even. I've never streamed before, so we gotta figure out OBS real quick. I think we just display capture main monitor or some shit, and then maybe that takes a second to pop up. Nope, I just moved. All right, main monitor, move to top. Main monitor, respond. Main monitor, please. We'll do new display capture. Oh God, dude, I don't know how people stream stuff. Streaming is... Oh, hey, do you see this? So like, I started just making this Google Doc for survival runs that are specifically like engineered survival runs. Cause I really enjoy, I don't like just kind of flubbing around and then hopefully you live and then just bombing when you're scared. I like bombing when you're scared, but I want like it to be constructed. So if you were like, today I want to play back raid today. You would just sit down and play it, and the run's so consistent. Let me... I want it to be like, because I learned Escaluda for score, and I can't sit down and play that game for score. Like, if I do that, I have to go back, look at the Jamer's run, compare my runs, do safe state practice, and then I can play Escaluda, even though I learned the whole thing and I put a shit ton of time in that game. So like survival, you just sit down and it's like, you just clear it, you know? So I've been trying to like find a bunch of survival replays, and I've found out that I might be obsessed. Cause in like, in one afternoon yesterday, I threw in 117 potential runs. Fucking 117 of them. I'm like, oh God, maybe I should start playing games and not watching games. I watch so many runs versus not, but I don't know. All right, I've been yapping on for long enough. Goodbye, display capture 2. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I was almost certain that we would have exactly 1 viewer, me. I had no idea how this would go. I just tried it out on a fling, and it turned out pretty fun. Maybe if shit's cool, I'll do it again. I don't know. But now I'm gonna work on the DFK video. Except it feels weird because these runs are so scuffed, but that's what you want for survival. You want to see mistakes and how people can recover. Because realistically, you're gonna flip somewhere in a run, even on a survival one. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm out of here.